Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Mary and this is Sunlight Insight Tarot. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. If you're new or returning, welcome and thank you. So today we're going to look at twin flames. We're going to look at how they are communicating telepathically in the 5D. What are they saying to each other back and forth? So we're going to get some messages here, masculine to the feminine, feminine to the masculine. And then I'm going to pull some cards in the middle, and it's sort of like the divine energy, what divine has to say as they're communicating back and forth. So it's kind of like a debate with divine moderation, if you will. So it's kind of fun, kind of interesting. I have done these before in the past, a long time ago, and they went over fairly well, so I thought I'd bring them back. So if you do like this, please do let me know. So we're going to see what's going on here. So welcome everyone. This is for anyone who watches this. If you feel like you resonate with the twin flame connection, or you feel like you're into twin flame connection, we'll see if this resonates for you. Only take it how it resonates for you, not everything in here may resonate, but we'll see what we get here. So what I'm going to do here is with this deck is I'm going to look at his headspace, what he's saying to the feminine. I'm going to start with the masculine first, what he's saying from his headspace to the feminine, and then I'll pull some cards right after from the feminine, what she has to say back to the masculine, and then I'll pull cards in the middle from divine intervention, not intervention, but more like a moderation, what the divine has to say about what they're saying back and forth. So we're going to do this here with this deck from the Headspace, this deck here from the Heartspace, and then we have the Power of Surrender cards. So we'll see what he has to say to her about what he feels that she needs to either surrender to or from, and then pull some from her to him, and then we'll pull some here from the spirit messages from his higher self. That would be his really higher self, since it's already a 5D telepathic communication, what he has to say further, and then back to her, and moderation in the middle. And then if I feel like at any point here I need to clarify with the tarot, I do have a tarot deck here. I'll pull some tarot on top of some of the messages if I feel like it's not too clear. What do they exactly mean? I'll pull some tarot on top to further clarify. So welcome everyone, welcome everyone. This isn't set for any specific sign, but if I do pull some tarot and I'm being called to, led to call out the signs that I see, I will do that. So that could be signs in anybody's chart or just the energy. So please do keep that in mind. This really isn't any sign specific. So, but if you are resonating with the twin flame journey, we'll see how this resonates. So this will be interesting. So let's get started here. Let's get started here. So let's see let's start with the masculine. I'm going to put him on the left, the feminine on the right, and the divine moderation in the middle. So what does the masculine want to say to the feminine in 5D telepathically at this time from his headspace? What does he want to say to the feminine at this time from his from 5D telepathic from his headspace for the feminine? See how many messages we get. Probably 2 or 3 the most. We'll take that one, and I feel that's from the feminine. All right, so we have here, reach for the stars, correct your mistakes, and whoops, have faith. So I think he's telling her, you know, have faith in this connection, have faith in us. And if he's made any mistakes, he may be in the process of correcting any mistakes he's made along this journey. If it was ghosting her and not treating her right, whatever it was here. And also if she's made any mistakes in communicating with him or the way she's treated him, there's an energy here of we either need to correct our mistakes we've made with each other, or I made or you made, and having faith here in this connection, and is saying reach for the stars. So I think he just wants her to reach for her goals, her aspirations, what she wants to focus on in life. Don't focus on him in the connection at this time. Just focus on herself. You know, just make her life better. Go for those goals, dreams, whatever she's desiring here, and to make all her dreams come true, and just go for it. Never give up faith in herself, in the connection, in her life, and what she truly wants. Wow. Okay. So let's see what the feminine has to say back. So we have here, address your addictions. Wow. Trust the divine plan and count your blessings. So if someone had addictions in this connection, maybe he's never told her that he's had some form of addiction. It could be anything. Or maybe if she did, you know, she never told him. So whatever is going on here, you know, telepathically 5D, that higher intuitional energy, is that even a word, intuitional? Intuition, higher knowing. They may have never admitted to each other if some of them were facing some sort of addictions, but being twins, you kind of know. So even though it's never been spoken of, she could be saying, I know you have some addictions, whatever they may be. So I want you to address those addictions, but also trust the divine plan. Know that things will work out in this connection when they're meant to. And she's trusting in the divine plan also. And it's saying here, count your blessings. So whatever happened in her life, she's thankful for the lessons and the blessings that she's learned along the way. Because whatever happened in their lives prior to this, her life, his life, would have never got them to the point that they are now. So that is the divine plan. So whether they're good or bad, there's always blessings, and to be thankful for those lessons and blessings. It's all part of the divine plan. But someone here really needing to address their addictions. I feel like she's telling him, you know, address your addictions and, you know, recovery kind of energy also. But let's see, I just want to clarify with the tarot here, what kind of addictions are we talking about? Oh my gosh, what do we have here? So we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Two of Swords, and we have the Tower. He may just be addicted to just non-committal energy, just constantly running away from connections, not being decisive, can never make up their mind. And this causes always with the Tower energy here, big clashes, changes, Tower moments in relationships. And he may be addicted to that, like he can't break the cycle of running and not making up his mind and tearing down connections. So it's kind of like, you know, an addiction doesn't have to be an obsession or like drugs, alcohol, or anything like that. It can be patterns and cycles that we're so used to being in that we just can't break them. So that's what I feel here. So we do have Aries energy here, if that means anything to anyone. So that's kind of what I feel with that. So let's see what the divine has to say. Oh, we got one here. Claim your hearts. That's too many. So let's get one more. Let's get a couple more from the divine. What does divine have to say about this? Be decisive. Wow, and we just talked about that. Go for your dreams. Wow, same exact energy here. She's telling them to claim who they truly are, claim who they want to be, claim their destiny, their fate. Be decisive. Don't be indecisive. Make those decisions to go for what you want, whether it's this connection or reaching your goals and aspirations in life before this could come into union could also be another thing. And we have claim your out and go for your dreams. So she's absolutely telling them to keep striving forward. Maybe they need to be who they truly are, reach their final destination in life independently, being who they truly want to be in all ways, shapes, and forms before this can actually come into union. So wow, it's kind of clarifying exactly everything we just said here. All right, so let's see. Let me just kind of push these. All right, let's see from the heart space. From the heart space, what the masculine wants to say to the feminine telepathically. 5D from his heart space. From his heart space, what does the masculine want to say? All right, definitely feeling those two. One more. We'll do threes, patterns of three, since we got three here. All right, so we have friendliness. You are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connection. So he's probably telling her right now, I just want to be friends for now. I want to build the strong connection based on friendship first to actually see if this could actually turn into a love-based connection. To see, you know, do we have things in common? Will we get along? You know, can we be friends first? Will we actually truly like each other? That's very, very important. You can love someone but can't stand them and don't like them at all, and that is very difficult. So I think he wants to be sure that it'll work out based on friend, connection, truly liking someone before going into kind of like the love zone. And we have here integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. So he's doing this from a place of integrity, morals, standards, valuing himself also. He's being very truthful and honest to her in the 5D. He may not be doing it in the 3D, but he is in the 5D. And we have here tolerance. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. So, you know, I think he's telling her, I know you're tolerating the energy that we're in now, that we're not really communicating in 3D or not really talking about this connection or where it's going from here. So for some, you may not be in any communication with your person, or maybe it's just like a friend, or maybe it's on and off, whatever here. And whatever the energy is, he kind of knows. He's telling her, I know you're tolerating it the way it is now, and I know you want more, but I need to make sure this comes from a very strong foundation first. And I have very strong morals, values, integrity when it comes to relationships. And I know you're tolerating this, and it's hard on you right now, but this is just who I am and how I want to proceed in this connection. All right, so let's see what the feminine has to say. Okay. Back to the masculine. What from her heart space? What does she want to say back to the masculine from this one? Her heart space. Oh, let's see. We have present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. Purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. And priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. So she's telling him that maybe he has other priorities he has to focus on right now. It could be in his life, if he's facing addictions, or, you know, maybe it's work, it's career, or, you know, if he's coming out of another connection, whatever his priorities are now. She kind of realizes that's his purpose right now, that he needs to deal with that. And it could be definitely in the present moment right now. That's why there's really not much communication between the two. So I think she's telling him, I understand your purpose right now is to focus on your priorities in the present moment. And I feel like she also wants him to do that so that this can come into fruition probably in the future also. So let's see, I just want to clarify here with some tarot what he could possibly be dealing with in the present moment. What are his priorities and what the purpose is right now that he needs to focus on. Okay. So we have the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, so he's definitely moving away from something. Could be in his work situation, but he's learning how to be self-fulfilled, happy and independent in his own right. So learning how to be, you know, when he's alone in his own space. Nines are a single card to me. So finding his own happiness and joy on his own fulfillment. But he's definitely moving away from something into calmer waters. Queen of Pentacles here, King or Queen. So it could be something with his work or his career or his finances, or he's moving away from maybe either, now you can be a masculine and be female. So someone here could be moving away from a marriage and becoming single, and he's learning now how to get back into the swing of things, into single life. This Queen of Pentacles here could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Technically it's Capricorn, so if that means anything to anyone. So let's see what the Divine has to say. One, two, let's get one more about this from their heart space. What does Divine have to say? It's too many, just one more. One more from the Divine. Okay. So we have here self-love. Wow, you realize that love of self is necessary to love another. Yeah, they both have to learn how to love themselves, love who they truly are, and that means going for their goals, their wishes, their dreams, and loving themselves, who they are, what they do, their life independently before they can actually love another. Wow. Vision, no matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. Yeah, to hold their vision. Again, same kind of energy, but hold that vision for themselves and for the future of this connection, who they truly are. In discernment, you are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. So they will, in time, I feel divine is saying, you know, once we reach this destination of self-love, holding that vision, being who we truly are, happy and content in our own lives, then you'll clearly know, both of them, exactly what kind of connection this is. And we may start to then see it manifest into the 3D. Wow. Okay. So, let's see here what the masculine has to say to the feminine. What he wishes she would either surrender to or from for this connection. And then we'll get the same thing back from the feminine to the masculine, and then the divine energy in the middle. So let's see here. Oops. So let's see. What does the masculine have to say right now to the feminine? What does he want her to... Okay, between those two, one more. Either surrender to or from. For either her... to better herself or for this connection. All right. So we have here surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. And I think he's also saying to really stop and listen and hear what I'm saying. So maybe she doesn't meditate enough or connect enough in the 5D with her masculine. So maybe she needs to take more time out to do that, to surrender to prayer, meditation, and connecting in the 5D to actually hear what he's trying to say to her and from the universe. We have here surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. So if there's any, he's telling her, if you have any resentment towards me or towards yourself or this connection or the universe, it's time to just surrender any of that energy, because it's not going to help her, it's not going to help him, it's not going to help the connection, it's not going to help their paths moving forward. Because it's all about trying to stay positive and moving forward and letting go of the past. And time to forgive, heal, and move on. And we have here, surrender your desire to control people. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So if she's been maybe a little too controlling over this connection, if they are connecting in 3D, or they're friends, or they know each other, or maybe they have some slight communication every now and then, maybe she is the pursuer all the time, you know, maybe being a little more of the chaser, trying to control the situation. He's trying to tell her, you know, back off, you know, give me some breathing room, and, you know, this is only sabotaging the connection here. I'm not quite ready. And by you coming and chasing me, it's not helping. And I run the more you chase. So just go with the flow, relax, let it be, and just trust everything will be fine in the future. It's just a matter of time, divine timing, fate and destiny is what he's trying to tell her. So let's see. Wow. So let's see what she has to say back to the masculine about this. That one. What else? What does the feminine have to say back to the feminine? I mean, what does the feminine have to say back to the masculine? This one. Okay. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. So if he has some sort of situation, he may have to start saying no to himself, especially if he's trying to face addictions or heal from addictions, not to give in to temptation, not to give in to relapsing, whatever that may be. Or if he's still dealing with energies around him that aren't serving him, it's okay. She's telling him you need to set limits and say no. I don't think it's to her. I think it's to other energies around him. So he has to be more in that energy of saying no and setting, maybe he lets people walk all over him, doesn't really set those healthy boundaries. She's saying now is the time. Please start setting healthy boundaries for yourself so that you can move forward even quicker in ascension, in healing, in your dreams, your goals, battling your addictions, whatever they may be. If it's fear, if it's, that energy we spoke of, causing these tower moments in relationships. We have here, surrender your fear of intimacy. Wow. You are ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So she may know he's afraid of intimacy. Maybe he hasn't been intimate with anyone in a very long time. And it doesn't mean just physically. It's emotionally. It's heart, mind, body, and soul, not just physically. So maybe he hasn't been that intimate with anyone in a very long time, and he has fear of opening up. He has fear of expressing himself, especially with love or showing or feeling, emotions, affection kind of energy. So she wants him to surrender that fear, that it's okay to be intimate with her when the time is right. And we have here, surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So maybe he's just, she knows he's spending a lot of time working. We did see he was moving away from something here, and I felt like it was more based on work, career, and finances. So maybe he's overworking, working too many jobs, focusing too much of his attention on that and not taking enough time for himself, because he is learning here how to be single again, self-fulfillment in a single kind of energy. So she's telling him, get out there more, get out there alone, do some things, by yourself. Don't be afraid to do that. And it's time to do some things that you love to do once again. Break free from overthinking, overworking, and do some things for you. It's time to go and play and explore life in the world once again. All right. So let's see kind of what I feel with that. So I didn't really have to clarify anything. Oh, I got to do from the divine energy. Sorry. Okay, what does the divine have to say? What does the divine have to say about this? What does the divine have to say about this? What does divine have to say? What do they want them to both surrender to or from for their higher selves, for their life, their purpose, the connection? Let's get 3 messages. One more. Okay. So we have here, surrender to rest and sleep to prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Yeah. So they're telling them both, not only is the feminine actually telling the masculine to spend more time doing the things they love and enjoying themselves rather than working or overtime or whatever they're doing here. But now Spirit Divine is telling both of them, you need to rest and sleep and take care of yourselves more. She's actually telling that to the both of them. We have here, surrender your attachment to results. Wow. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So, yeah, so she's telling both of them to give up the attachment to what's going to happen in this connection, what's going to happen in the long run. Just trust the divine plan, trust the universal plan, that whatever's meant to be will happen in divine timing, and don't be too attached to the outcome and the results, and just let it flow naturally. Wow. And surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. So that's twice we have surrender to the natural world and sleep and rest. So actually she's telling them to get out there and spend some time in nature to connect with the universal energies. And it'll help you to further connect to your intuition, higher knowing. Maybe going outside will help this 5D, connecting in the 5D telepathically more with your person. But she's telling them you're not getting outside enough. You need some sunshine. You need to breathe in the fresh air. And just bask in the beauty of nature here. But also needing more rest and sleep. And letting go of attachment of what's going to happen in this connection. Wow. Okay. So one last thing here. So let's see from the Divine Masculine's higher self, maybe that he isn't even aware of, that he's communicating to the feminine telepathically in the 5D. What does he have to say to the feminine? What does he have to say to the feminine? Stand your ground. Okay, let's get a couple more here. Find your center. One more. One more. One more. Okay, pulling that one. All right, so we have stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. So we had over here setting limits that she was telling him before that he needs to surrender to setting limits, and now he's telling her to stand her ground. So it's kind of like the same energy. Wow. So he's kind of telling that to her from his higher self. He may not even be aware that he's telling her that. So she needs to actually do the same thing in some way. So we may clarify that to see what exactly he means by that to her. What does she need to set limits to? And then we have here, find your center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, and then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? This is kind of the same energy. So what I also feel like here is that she told him over here to set healthy limits, but I feel like here he's telling her also, I'm learning to start to stand my ground and set those healthy limits. I'm learning to do that. And he may not even be aware of that. And I also feel here that he's learning to find his center, and he's learning to connect his heart, mind, body, and soul. So he may not even be aware of that either. That's kind of what I'm feeling also. And that, and I also feel like I'm also taking this actually as what Spirit is telling him also. Not only what he's telling the feminine, but definitely needing to find their center, or his center, mind, body, and soul, and letting it all connect into one. And we have here, take a moment, stop. Now is not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. So we have butterflies here, so I don't know if that means anything to anyone. So yeah, he needs a moment here to find his center, his heart, mind, body, and soul. I think he's learning how to stand his grounds, but he could also be saying that back to the feminine. And maybe she also needs to find her center. And before she takes any actions in the future in this connection, by reaching out or chasing once again, to take a moment and decide, should I really do this? Should I really do this? Whatever this next action or step I'm about to take? So he's telling her, before you make your next move in some way, shape, or form towards me, please think before you do that. So let's see what all this means, what he's trying to say to the feminine with this energy. Just to clarify, what is he trying to say to the feminine? Please, thank you so much. Let's get a couple more. One more. All right. Wow, the High Priestess, the Magician, the Four Pentacles. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, I can't make this up. So the High Priestess, we have Pisces and we have Gemini, Virgo. So That may or may not mean anything, but High Priestess, he's telling her, trust your intuition and higher knowing before you make your next move, because the High Priestess is about keeping quiet and keeping things to herself and not really communicating much. And, you know, the Magician here is about making things happen. So he's like, before you take this next step and try to make something happen here, really think about and trust your intuition. Do you really want to make that next move? And maybe it may be best here not to communicate or chase or anything like that, because we have the Four of Pentacles, and that's about holding on, but it's also holding back. So he's like, you know, learn how to tame your energy, hold back your energy before just rushing forward and trying to make something happen. Trust your intuition. If you feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that, then don't do it. You know, the High Priestess keeps to herself. So he's telling her right now, your best bet or energy maybe to try to hold back, keep to yourself, because there is magic here with the Magician that things can manifest, but really think before you take action. All right. So what, oh, cool, that was quick. What does the feminine have to say back to the masculine? What does the feminine have to say back to them? Okay, that went flying on the floor. This is probably an important message, so I think I'm going to read that first. Wow, so we have here, have fun, stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It is long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. That's twice. Have fun and play. She's telling him that twice. So he really, really needs to hear that. That he's not enjoying himself. He's not enjoying life right now. He's overconsumed with something. And I think she's telling him, you know, I'm also in this energy where I'm, you know, starting to learn to have fun again in life and not so concentrated on this connection. I'm learning how to do that also. She's connecting definitely to her High Priestess energy. And we have here caregiver. We are with you, and Spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives. Wow. Just as you received care and love at the start of your life, caregivers often focus all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. So she's also telling him that if he is caring for anyone at this time and is taking all of his time, it could be a person, place, or thing, have to take care of yourself first also. And if she is doing that, if she is a caregiver in some way, shape, or form, that she also needs to learn how to take care of herself and have some fun. And we definitely do have, again, from the divine here, to get rest and sleep, get outside more and connect for both of them. So, and then we have here cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take some time out for some much needed cleansing, just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office. Your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. Yeah, so a lot of healing and cleansing and rest and sleep and getting outside more, connecting with nature, learning how to enjoy life more. Wow, it's all coming out here. So big, big energy here. So I think she's also telling him it's time to cleanse yourself of those things no longer serving you. Whether it be physical, mentally, you know, people, places, or things. She may be in the process of doing that also. All right, so let's see. Let's wait 2 minutes. What the divine has to say for the two of them. For the two of them, what does the divine? Okay, one more, one more, one more, one more. So we have here hope. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point, whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life. There is always hope. So they could be having spirit, you know, divine energies telling them. You could have ancestors, passed over loved ones that are trying to help you. And look at the flame here. I can't make that up. Twin flame energy. That they both have energies over on the other side, whether it's ancestors, passed over loved ones, spirit guides, angels. the energy is all there to reach out if you need hope, if you need inspiration, you're feeling low, you're at a low point, or feeling like this connection is just too difficult right now, to reach out to those energies for help, assistance, and guidance, which could be rest and sleep, prayer, meditation also. And we do have here memories. Your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world. For neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. Oh my gosh. But also what I'm in, we got the flame, 2 flames here. Oh my God. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my God. Do you see that? So what I think she's trying to say to them is, if you're having these memories, flashbacks, dreams that don't make sense, or you're wondering where is this coming from, it could be from past life energies also. It could be future energies, that the memories that you're seeing, you know, nostalgia, deja vu, dreams, whatever they may be, are all clips of this connection from past lives or future energies or the 5D energy sharing between the 2 of you. Wow. And that's the energy that you have towards one another. The true energy. Wow. We have here, let go. Once you let go of the outcome. We have that twice here. Yeah, surrender your attachment to results. That's twice Spirit or the divine energy is saying that. They really need to let go of what could happen, what might happen, what might not happen. You know, fear of what might or might not happen, or afraid to get hurt again, or whatever here. It's time to let that go and just like let things go, come naturally. So we have here, let go. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Wow. Trust in the higher good and guidance of Spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart, and will do everything in your power to protect you. So letting go, going with the flow, you know, universal timing, divine timing here is at play. And I just want to pull a few more tarot. I didn't pull any tarot for the divine energy in the middle. What else does she have to say for the masculine and feminine at this time in the 5D energy? Anything else she has to say for further clarification? All right. All right. Well, we got. Take those. Well, let's take one more. All right. All right. So we have here the Ace of Wands. Wow. The 10 of Cups, oh my goodness. The 6 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles. Wow, a lot of good energy here. So here's the fire, the passion, the exciting new connection here on the horizon. That'll be total happiness, joy, fulfillment in every single way between 2. It'll be a very balanced connection here between the 2. Knight of Swords, I feel like here also, oh my God, we have 8 and a 3 of Pentacles. 8 and a 3 is 11. Half of the twin flame number. Oh my goodness. So, and we have 10 and 1 here. That's 11. So that's 11, 11. With the 6 in the middle, a very healing, balanced energy. Oh my goodness. Spirit coming through today. So we have the Knight of Swords. This is Aquarius or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So I think when this finally happens, it's going to happen very, very quickly and out of the blue when it does. So Spirit wants you both to be prepared for that and to know that. But also when it does come into fruition here is to take our time. You know, Pentacles are very slow. Working together, building slowly, putting in the work equally here with the 6 of Pentacles. So a lot of Pentacle energy here, which is good. It's secure, it's stable, it's grounded. It's building for long term. It's sincere. It's trustworthy. So it's going to take both work on both sides, putting in equally to build this new foundation between 2 to a very balanced, healing connection. So if it does come in quickly, hot, fiery, passionate, but also then to slow down, to build this in the right way, to get to that 10 of Cups energy of total fulfillment between the 2. Wow. All right, everyone. So what we're going to do now, if you did like this reading, please show some support. Like, share, subscribe, comment would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Everything you need to know about me and my channel is down below in the description box in the pinned top comment. If you do subscribe, do hit the bell. You won't miss out on any notifications. I do various monthly twin flame readings. So I do this one. I also do divine messages from spirit of hope and guidance for those in union, separated, or in search of their twin, or looking for their twin if they haven't found them yet. I do that. I also do divine intervention. What is divine doing or planning or presenting in the lives of both the feminine and the masculine to help this connection along, or to help union along. And then I also do divine masculine versus divine feminine, kind of a you versus them kind of love reading between the masculine and feminine. Then I do a divine masculine energy check-in, and then I do a divine feminine energy check-in. So if you are here for twin flame readings, I do those monthly, but I also do zodiac sign readings. I do all zodiac signs, 3 love-based readings, and that's all below. So instead of me splurting all this out, wasting your time, just check the description box below for everything I provide. I do pick a card. I do a lot of different things here. And if you do like my style, how I read, what I offer, please again do like, share, subscribe, and comment, all that great stuff. Be greatly, greatly appreciated. And if you do, thank you, and welcome to the family. So we're going to go in the extended now. Links are below to Vimeo or Patreon, whichever works for you best, and description of how those work. And what we're going to do in the extended here is I'm going to put the oracles back into the deck, because I want to do another spread and see if these 5D energies are actually going to play out into 3D energy. And if we get any repeating cards in the extended, that's telling me that this energy may still be in 5D and not quite ready to maturate into the 3D energy, or maybe it's halfway there. So how is this processing in 5D to 3D? And if it will process soon in 3D. So if you do have contact with your twin or limited contact, we'll see how that's going to progress and if this will actually start to play out in 3D energy. So we'll do that. And then I do have a separate tarot deck, so I'm going to use a totally different tarot deck for that. And then I do have signs from spirit here, love oracle, mystic moon oracles. So you could be seeing 8s a lot too. So we'll get messages of guidance from the divine guidance kind of energy, what you need to know, what you need to look for in this connection, when it could maybe possibly start coming down into the 3D. So if you're interested in that, links are below. And if you go, I shall see you there. And if not, best of luck to you. Sending you many light, love, and blessings. And always, always shine your light.